There's a feast of films this World Cup season with Private Benjamin. The Con is on again with a galaxy of stars in The Sting 2. Clint Eastwood and his furry friend are every which way but loose.
You're getting pretty tricky, Clyde.
Harrison Ford stars in Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark. And on Saturday night at 10:15, Burt Reynolds joins Dolly Parton and the girls for some fun in the best little whorehouse in Texas.
And we can get along.
Movie magic for the World Cup season, all here on Television South.
Last year, American Express replaced the traveller's checks of over 140,000 people who knew nothing could happen to them. American Express traveller's checks offer you refund assistance 24 hours a day. Don't leave home without them.
Every time you turn on your gas, you turn on a multi-million-pound industry. An industry that seeks out, harvests and purifies one of the Earth's most abundant natural resources. An industry that transports this resource swiftly, silently, invisibly. An industry that draws upon an independent communication system to help control and adjust the supply of energy no matter how severe the weather. An industry that has constructed a vast underground network over 3,000 miles in length. An industry that powers our factories and provides us with the energy we need. British Gas. Energy is our business.
If your roof leaks, your home will soak up water like a sponge, causing untold damage. Now there's a scientific waterproofing system called Isoflex. Look, this sponge has been coated with Isoflex. Isoflex won't crack like bitumen because it's as flexible as rubber, and it's this remarkable flexibility that keeps water out for years. That's why we say waterproofing from Isoflex is the ultimate proof.
The Braun Multi-Practic Hand Blender simply waltz through blending.
Makes great soup.
Simple to clean. Perfect mayonnaise.
Fit the whisk, pick the speed. Marvelous meringues.
Simple to clean.
Easy to store.
The Braun Multi-Practic Hand Blenders.
Every day, milk begins arriving at dawn to become irresistible Eden Vale desserts, made with fresh cream, the juiciest strawberries. Add a splash of French champagne, voila! Eden Vale Strawberry Champagne Sundae. It's the cream of the country.
See me, touch me.
Science brings you Silkience, a conditioner that goes only where your hair needs it, like this, or all over like this. What you don't need rinses clean away.
Feel me.
For beautifully conditioned hair, give it the Silkience touch.
I'm sorry, mate. The reception's off. The best man's run off with me lovely bride, Shirley. And some joker stole them the Castlemaine 4X. It's okay, we found the 4X!
What about the best man? Oh, that's fine. He rang up from the motel and apologised.
Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else.
There's something for everyone on Friday night. At 6:30, that's gardening. Visit Exbury Gardens on the bank of the Bewley River. In Me and My Girl, crime is on the up and up.
This creature assailed me. Assailed nothing. You wouldn't have known I was in your handbag if the mousetrap hadn't gone off.
7:30, Cannon and Ball are the boys in blue.
I'm gonna kill you. Come on. Whoa. Come on. Come on.
Right.
At 9 o'clock, the practice.
He's having an affair, isn't he? Is he? We haven't finished talking yet.
Haven't we?
No, in fact, Laurie, after 23 years, we've only just started.
At 10:30, live from Mexico, it's World Cup 86 when England meets Morocco. A thrilling lineup for your Friday night's entertainment here on Television South.
And now here's the weather forecast. Apart from a few showers in the east, the night will be dry. There may be a touch of ground frost in places as air temperatures fall to about 5 degrees centigrade. Tomorrow will be rather cloudy with showers here and there. It'll be cool, highest temperatures only 13 degrees centigrade, and winds northerly, force 4. And that's the weather forecast. In tonight's company are Sister Anne-Marie Stewart, Joe Williams, and Adrian Plyce.
It hasn't happened for a long time.
What's
They've all gone.
Sin doing on the cover of Sunday night?
Bridget went away on Friday night with the two little ones, and old Matthew stayed with me. Matthew was 12.
Oh, yeah.
And Matthew's marvellous, marvellous company. Of course, I wasn't well. So Matthew had a load of things planned for the weekend. We were going to play Dungeons and Dragons for about 18 hours.
Which were you going to be? The Dungeon or the Dragon?
We were going to play football. And on the Sunday morning, he was in a six-a-side tournament, and I thought it only lasted about 2 hours, so I went down on the Sunday morning, and it lasted all day from 11 in the morning till about 5:30 in the evening, and I lasted halfway through. But Matthew is absolutely crazy about football. I mean, the World Cup is absolutely changed. It's going to change our lives for the next month or two. It's his life in a way. I don't know whether he takes it too far. I don't know whether to encourage him even more, or whether to say cool it sometimes.
No, I think it's a shame. We become so sensible about things, don't we, really? I mean, heavens, that's an innocent kind of an obsession.
Oh, there's nothing wrong about it. No. It's just that when you're bringing up kids, I don't know, I suppose it's like trying to keep the arrangement right, keep the balance right. You're constantly thinking, oh, heavens, I've got this bit right, but look, I've neglected that bit for the last... I was always going to make sure my son loved nature, and I was going to make sure of this, that, and the other. And you find they've gone off in one direction.
Who's that Darrell man, the one who started a zoo on...
Gerald Darrell?
Yes, but, I mean, he was obsessed with animals and things. When he was a little boy, went off on his own for rambles and knelt down and got to the level of the ants and things. I mean, that's an obsession, but it's a fascinating one also, which has proved to be his life work. I mean, maybe Matthew's going to be a footballer.
I must tell you this that happened the other day that... Oh, I better apologise. I don't want to offend anybody by saying this. I was invited to tea, 5 ladies, and I thought I was really going to enjoy myself. And, well, I've got to be honest, I was nearly sick over the scones. Every word that was spoken to me was praise be to the Lord and God this and God that. And I thought I wouldn't have minded an ordinary conversation, but I felt that I was tied in a chair with a spotlight on me and God being rammed down my throat.
You found that excessive.
And that was to me more like an obsession. And I thought I came away from there and I thought, well, that didn't do much for me.
It's funny because I suppose the sensible approach is to have everything in balance, and there's a part of me that's attracted to that. But I must say, I love our English eccentrics, and we're losing them in our modern society. Everybody tends to be very sensible and to do a little of this and a little of that, but nothing to excess. I think sometimes it's quite exhilarating to meet someone
What do you do in excess?
I don't really know. I think gaze out of windows, really.
Gaze out of windows?
Yes. Give me a beautiful landscape and I become lost in it. I mean, just trees and fields, and I'm not just watching it, I sort of become part of it. I think I do that in slight excess.
Why do you think those people were like that with Joe, though? I mean, why go to the... How do people get to the stage where their whole language and approach is so small and narrowed in?
I think there's lots of things at work there. Often we long to belong to something. Almost anything will do. But if we're of a certain cast of mind, religion is the thing we want to belong to. And then we learn the language of the particular religious group we join. And the language is a way of belonging. You use it, and I don't want to devalue the honesty either, because I'm sure they're very honest people. But the language is a way of showing you belong.
I'm not sure they're
showing
honest.
you
I think that's a very
understand.
charitable estimate, really. I mean, I think the people who conduct themselves in that way are probably being very dishonest with themselves and are trying to turn the world into a neat place that can be easily handled and seen.
Right,
I
I'm sure
don't
they don't
think,
realise it, but I mean, it doesn't
they don't
smack of
realise
God
it,
to
but
me.
there's no
It doesn't
reason
actually
why
speak of God to me.
Joe
but,
should have to sit
well,
and
no.
be spotlighted.
And so, with the time just 20 minutes to 2, we come to the end of our programmes for today. We hope you enjoyed them, and that you'll be joining us again tomorrow, when television starts at 6:15 with Good Morning Britain. Meanwhile, from all of us here at Television South to all of you at home, we wish you a very good night, and sleep well. And if you can still hear me, don't forget to switch off your set. Good night.